Good afternoon. I'm here with South Lake Minnetonka Police Department Chief Bryan Litsey and two of his officers concerning the charges filed today against Aaron Biber. Mr. Biber is charged with one count of criminal sexual misconduct in the first degree, and a second count of solicitation of a child to engage in sexual conduct. As the complaint sets forth, Mr. Biber perpetrated sex with a 15-year-old in his own home after supplying him with liquor and them both describing him as intoxicated. There is subsequent contact with the juvenile, text messages and voicemail messages, solicitation of additional sex. This is a tragic and grossly inappropriate situation. It's particularly tragic in light of Mr. Biber's professional success, and our thoughts and support go to the victim and his family. Questions?
How did this come to the attention? Maybe the police chief can talk about this. How did this come across your desk, I guess?
Sure.
Start with.
Go ahead, Chief.
Thank you. Actually, it was reported to us by a mandated reporter a couple weeks ago.
Can you tell me what a mandated reporter?
Somebody that is required by law when it comes to their attention to report it to the authorities.
A social worker? Or
We can't get into it beyond that because their identity is anonymous, but they're protected. But it is somebody that is required by law, and by statute, there's a number of people that are required to report.
And then you set up sort of he was arrested at the mall. Was that kind of I don't want to use the word, but was that just a setup to try to catch him in the act or something like that?
The mall situation was, it had been set up through the victim that was where they were going to meet. And at that time, then we made the arrest.
Were the text messages facilitated through your office or your investigator? Can you kind of tell us how that worked?
The texting was done between the alleged perpetrator and the victim. And it was back and forth between them.
Were you made aware of it, or were you?
We were aware of it after. There was obviously, prior to our becoming involved in it, things going on, but once we became involved in it, there was texting going on that we were aware of, yes.
It says here that the defendants know the child since the child was 11. Do you believe there have been a number of, that this has been an ongoing behavior?
The police investigation and our charging is of one encounter and other solicitations. That's the information we have available at this time.
Is it still being investigated?
This is the information we have available at this time. Okay?
And how were they acquainted?
The accused knew the victim, and that's all we'll say there. Obviously, this is a very, very sensitive case for the victim and his family, and for the accused and his family. And we need to be very careful and sensitive to that. Furthermore, as you all who've been here with us before know, we can only speak four square with what it is. So I think we've answered your questions. Thank you.
When is this court date? When is he doing court?
Tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock.